Good afternoon. If I could have everyone's attention, please. We're about to begin. I'm here in my capacity as the president of the System Faculty Council, which is the system-wide faculty governance body. And my privilege and pleasure today is to, of course, welcome you and introduce the main event in just a few minutes. I wanted to bring you greetings from the faculty. I think everybody feels that this week is a little bit, the beginning of this semester is kind of a week of mixed emotions. We've had some very sad events that President Genshaft will be referring to. We have some excitement, the exciting win against Notre Dame, if I can raise football right away. Also some nervousness and uncertainty amongst the faculty about the future of higher education in Florida and in the nation as a whole. And of course, we're all aware of the 10-year anniversary of the events of 9/11 as well. From the faculty perspective, though, I think there's an awareness that in spite of everything that's happening, there's still a great sense of optimism at USF. It was really exciting for me as a faculty member to see new faculty being hired, new young faculty with most stellar qualifications, at a time when many other universities are retrenching, laying off, and doing that kind of thing. So we're excited to see this, and we're moving ahead no matter what at USF. During Dr. Genshaft's tenure at USF, we've made incredible progress. And she's going to talk, I'm sure, about the many achievements that we have made here. One thing that has been consistent during that time has been the steadfast emphasis on the core academic mission of the university. Like every university, USF has faced some really hard choices and priorities when it comes to making planning decisions, on resource decisions. I say we, the leadership of the university has consistently made the right ones. We've always put the academic mission first, and I think we owe a great deal to President Genshaft and also particularly to Provost Ralph Wilcox for that, and we're confident that it'll continue. It's hard for me to believe that President Genshaft has completed 10 years at USF and is now beginning her 11th. Am I correct? 11th. I'm sorry, it's even harder to believe that she's completed 11 years and a 12th year just beginning. I'm sure that she has great things to share with us, and so it's my pleasure to introduce the president of the USF system, Dr. Judy Genshaft.
Thank you. That was very nice. I appreciate that, Liz. Well, thank you all for coming, and thank you for watching on the web. What about the Bulls' victory over Notre Dame? Woo! Now, you have to understand, it was the longest game in history. It was. It took 6 hours. That's right, it took 6 hours. It was a legendary game, and it took Skip Holtz and his coaches. It took our unstoppable team, and that was a game between one of the youngest football teams in NCAA, us 15 years, and playing one of the oldest teams, and they're 126 years of playing football. So I want you to know that we dominated the national network in TV because it was on NBC, and we dominated it in the afternoon. And then we stopped and dominated it in early evening. Then we stopped and we dominated it in early night, late night. And so now we're really ready to build on that tremendous legacy, and we're just proud of USF and all of the team and everything that occurred that night. But we are missing a member of our team, and we missed him last weekend, and our beloved person to all of us, Leroy Selman, was really excited about the trip and excited to show all of us the College Football Hall of Fame, which is located in South Bend, Indiana. And there are plaques in there celebrating him as not only a college football Hall of Famer, but also as a scholar athlete. And he was not able to give us that tour. He wanted to, but he was not able to give us that tour. And we sorely missed him. Leroy Selman was the father of USF football. After his Hall of Fame professional career, he led us to Division I football and was athletic director from 2001 to 2004. And at that time, he and I made the case that got us into the Big East Conference. And when you go with Leroy to a conference space in an airport to be interviewed, you know, with his integrity and his dignity as a person, it was a fait accompli. It was perfect with him at our side to be able to get into the Big East. And he's always remained as a person that we will remember, and he is a legacy at the University of South Florida. So I would like to have a moment of silence in memory of Mr. Leroy Selman. Thank you. Our flags will be at half-mast on Friday and Saturday to honor him during the memorial services on those days. And of course, our flags will be at half-mast on Sunday to remember the victims of 9/11. Well, I hope you've been watching the images of our campuses being projected on the screen before I started speaking. And those images were created by our students, our staff, and faculty members. And we assembled them on a new blog called USF Life. These fun images remind us that we create treasured memories for our students, and as we begin the academic year, we should remember how fortunate we are to transform the lives of people. It's wonderful to ask students about the most memorable parts of campus and to have them talk about places that are sacred on our campuses, places where they've studied or they found their spouses before they married. I mean, you know, they found them. And these memories, these memories remind us of great relationships that are at the core of higher education. And it's all about lifelong relationships between mentors and learners, the friendships between peers, and the synergy between the values of a university and the aspirations of society. So today, I want to start a conversation about our partnerships, relationships that empower great universities, and they've empowered the USF system. All of our institutions are deeply meaningful to hundreds of thousands of people, but I want to talk about new relationships that we need to create, new partnerships that will help to shape our future. And we need this conversation as we implement the recently finished new strategic plan for the USF system, but we also need to talk about partnerships as we begin the 2013 to 2018 strategic plan for the University of South Florida in Tampa. And as we look over the next 5 years, it's clear the economy will be slow to recover. And USF will have to be focused, and we have to be efficient, and we have to be global in our thoughts, and we believe that we will find enormous power in unexpected alliances. The pressure on public higher education is clear in every national meeting that I attend. where 10 years ago, public universities saw 70% of their budgets coming from state funds. Now they see 30% or less, and we are no different. But when I look at the key partnerships of the USF system, I see great opportunities for excellence and great opportunities to create a global model of effectiveness. And I see repeated opportunities to fulfill aspirations, hopes, and dreams of our students, alums, friends, family, staff, community, and the world at large. So let's start with the core relationship between learners and mentors. At its core, education itself is a partnership. It starts with a partnership of teacher and student, and it grows to a lifetime commitment by a university to help each student achieve his or her aspirations. Our commitment starts with selecting students to the right university, to providing superb curriculum, to attracting a diverse and rich learning community, to building a foundation of new technologies for instruction, and then to nurturing a lifelong relationship with alumni. And over the past 2 years, USF has launched a campaign to reframe our relationship with our students. We are here to build lifelong success for our learners, and we are fighting to recruit and retain the best faculty. We are campaigning to have students take 15 credits each semester and graduate on time. The Student Success Campaign has been led by our great Provost and Senior Vice President, Ralph Wilcox, along with fantastic Vice President for Student Affairs, Jennifer Menegal, and terrific Associate Provost, Paul Dosell, with all of their teams. This campaign has built a new Council on Student Success and hired more academic advisors, expanded living learning communities, created technologies to track each student's progress. We're building a globally relevant model to create personalized learning for a lifetime. The results have been immediate. Several hundred members of our faculty and staff joined the campaign, making it the guiding priority both in the classroom and outside the classroom. In terms of selection, we saw the incoming freshman class this year exceed 1,200 in SAT scores. In our honors college, the SAT score exceeded 1,350, and our freshmen had a 3.91 in high school GPA. And most importantly, we saw our graduation rate jump 3 percentage points, which is a tremendous testament to the culture of success. In my inaugural speech 11 years ago, I called for USF to build its graduate student numbers, because most research universities have 25% graduate student body and the rest undergraduate. Well, this year we got there. This year we got to the 25% graduate. And this remains a critical emphasis for USF, to use the depth of our academic programs to prepare global leaders. We have launched University College for lifelong and distance learning to maximize opportunities for anyone, regardless of age or geography. And we've successfully brought new undergraduate and graduate students from around the globe to enrich our learning on campus. You may have seen students and faculty walk around with a t-shirt that says, "Into USF." That is our public-private partnership, which was a greater success than we anticipated, helping us increase international enrollment by 20%. At the same time, USF World created new and powerful relationships with other countries, led by terrific Senior Vice President Karen Holbrook, who believes in meaningful research-based experiences for our students who want to learn around the globe. And it's working. We hear from students, we hear from faculty, we hear from our employees that understanding the world is the key to their success. In fact, my husband and I believe so much in the global experiences for USF students that, as you know, we've donated the Passport Scholars Endowment this year. We want to ensure that all students have the opportunity to travel internationally and to bring their exciting ideas to life. In addition to students, the USF system has a deep and abiding relationship with our community. During the 2007 recession, I heard a great deal about how this region needs to see USF as a beacon. The USF system must help create the new knowledge economy that Florida desperately needs. That relationship is even more important today. I recently reviewed the July analysis of the Tampa Bay economy by Moody's Analytic. Moody's rates the financial health of institutions and cities, and what it says guides investments. Moody's thinks Tampa Bay is ready to rebound, and at the top of their list for optimism is USF Health, and the USF system. This is why creating a new Florida economy requires people skilled in creating new businesses and new jobs. It requires professionals and inventors. It requires people who thrive in a new world with new rules. This is what USF is all about. We educate, we attract those people, and when you talk to our students, that is what they say. USF is the university of the future. We're here to help them thrive in a new world. We're ready to create new partnerships with our students, our faculty and staff, and with our partners. This is also why we rank as high impact university with $391 million in grants, contracts, and research this year. The Chronicle of Higher Ed just published a list of organizations with the highest number of USF patents. USF was the 9th among universities. Only 8 other universities in the world had more patents accepted last year. This is an astonishing ranking because all of the other American universities in that top group are members of the American Association of Universities. And we got there because we're a high impact university. And we got there because of our business partners who worked with our faculty. And we got there because there were 83 patents and a lot of hard work. One great example of success in our partnerships can be seen in the most recent announcement that last week our College of Marine Sciences will receive $11 million to track the effects of dispersants that occurred during the oil spill in the Gulf. It is now going to be one of the 8 centers of excellence that's been funded by British Petroleum Oil. From the beginning, USF has been the model partner in this initiative, hosting the Florida Institute of Oceanography and our research vessels, and collaborating with numerous universities throughout the world. It paid off for the state because we now have teams helping our citizens and protecting our oceans. This commitment to high impact and to partnerships led us to create the Tampa Innovation Alliance. I talked about the Innovation Zone last year. Now it has begun. This new alliance will boost economic development And the initial partners are USF, Busch Gardens, Moffitt Cancer Center, and the University Community Hospital, now owned by Florida Hospital. The connectivity will grow, and we will harness the power of an unexpected alliance. And we stand shoulder to shoulder to say, we will change the future for our neighborhood and for our region. Focusing on the future defines USF Health. Under tremendous Senior Vice President Steve Klasko, USF Health is creating deeper and more intense outreach to Tampa Bay, the state, the nation, and the world. In each case, USF Health is following its visionary mission to redefine health for the future and to find new partners to do that. Take, for example, the new Center for Advanced Medical Learning and Simulation, CAMLS. We all know it as CAMLS. It will open in March in Tampa. It's already being called a stimulus package for economic growth, and there's no question it will be the anchor institution for downtown Tampa. USF has a new relationship with the extraordinary retirement village community called the Villages. There are 85,000 people over the age of 55 living in the Villages, which is just south of Ocala. This project will help build a national model for healthy retirement, and we will learn how to prevent illness for older people. And USF Health has reached into communities throughout the state, including its new relationship with Sarasota Memorial Hospital, and also has a new trauma research project with HCA hospitals. The dramatic turnaround of the Alzheimer's Center since it became part of USF Health has meant a new statewide resource for families fighting that terrible disease. This semester, we saw more students than ever in our Doctor of Medicine class, including the first students in the SELECT program, chosen in part for measures of emotional intelligence. And we saw the first students for USF's newly accredited College of Pharmacy, built on a new model of pharmacists at the center of personalized healthcare. These are innovative and entrepreneurial programs, and they create precedent-setting relationships throughout USF Health, including nursing, public health, and the healthcare providers. As USF aspires to build the University of the future, so USF Health aspires to build the health of the future. So don't forget my advice to everyone who works here: exercise is medicine. And now another key relationship. We have great friends. Our friends know what we're doing. The leaders of our community notice how much we're transforming this region. They know we are the University of the future. And when these friends notice, they call Joel Mumberg. He is our terrific Senior Vice President and leader for development and external affairs. This year, despite the recession, our great friends donated more than $111 million to the University of South Florida system. This surpasses our previous annual record by $30 million. It includes 45,000 donors. It includes $72 million of that amount that went directly into program enhancements. Our friends get it. They see what we're doing. They are standing with us, and they are proud of us. I want to thank each and every one of you, including the many people in this room, because our faculty staff campaign also achieved record totals, and we are unstoppable. In addition to programs, fundraising supported scholarships. Last year, we're proud to say that we awarded $65 million in scholarships to our students. That is remarkable. Every one of those dollars helps someone achieve his or her dreams. Fundraising also helped to create 5 spectacular new facilities for our students to learn and compete in sports. We're proud of the many already activities that have been named after donors, including our soccer stadium, our new baseball field, our new practice facility for basketball, and with Doug Woolard as our athletic director, I should say tremendous, Doug Woolard, we continue to have academic champions among our student athletes. And as the first woman to chair the board of directors of NCAA, I am really proud of our USF athletics program with its success, its integrity, and its focus on academics. Another example of power from Alliance is our USF system itself. We've seen USF St. Petersburg thrive under the USF system, led by Regional Chancellor Margaret Sullivan and her team. Its enrollment is larger than ever, and we're building new residence halls and a student center. Plus, it hosts our nationally ranked sailing team. We've seen USF Sarasota Manatee, led by Regional Chancellor Arthur Guilford and his team, successfully gain separate academic accreditation, and they're hosting a rowing team. We have launched USF Polytechnic, and this year it has been able to hire faculty to create the Polytechnic vision, championed by Regional Chancellor Marshall Goodman and his team. What I absolutely believe is this: universities must create alliances like the University of South Florida system. To succeed, universities need to link up for cost efficiency and to share strengths. And that's what we did. Our USF system is an innovative, linked system of partners. It saves the state money, it provides greater access to students, and it creates the value proposition of the unique strengths and reputations of each of its partners. We have worked with such intensity to build our great institutions and a strong system because we want Florida students to have the best possible opportunities with a national name brand. And we want taxpayers to benefit from their investment in higher education. We will continue to strengthen these alliances with our partner universities and with our educational institutions. This year, there will be a discussion at the Board of Governors of whether to make USF Polytechnic an independent university. And that is a decision for the Board of Governors and the legislature to make. We will either continue to develop that campus under the USF umbrella, or we will be great neighbors and friends. Simply put, we want what's best for the students. The last great partnership I want to mention is with our faculty and staff. You are the heart of our relationships and our alliances of the future. USF's incredible list of national and international rankings depend on your work. It's our faculty publications that have ranked us 110 for among for impact among all world universities, the world universities. It's our inventors that have ranked us number 9 in the world for U.S. patents. It's our faculty and researchers that have made us 34th among public institutions for federal expenditures in research. It's our rock star teachers who transform the lives of our students and attract ever stronger classes. And it's our staff who have transformed our universities, our staff who made us a great global model for transparency and effectiveness. And it's our staff who drive the campaign for student success, the campaign for USF World, and the Unstoppable campaign. And as you know, this summer, we've worked quickly and hard to provide bonuses for staff and increases for faculty at a time when the state was unable to maintain compensation levels. We wanted to send a message that you are critical to our mission. Today, I want to give you an early holiday present. The USF system will be closed for 3 extra days to provide you with an extended holiday break from December 23rd to January 2nd. Now, I can't promise that we'll do this every year, but I want you to know how much we appreciate all the hard work that everyone is doing. Many of these initiatives were launched by members of my team, and I want to thank Nick Travinovich for running the administrative backbone of the USF system. And I want to thank Michael Pierce as Vice President for Information Technology. He's brought our infrastructure up to date and created an enormously busy help desk and is launching new initiatives and managing content, databases, and relationships. This semester, everyone is talking about the new energy on campus. Thanks to our physical plant and landscaping improvements, the construction fence is down for the opening of the spectacular interdisciplinary science building. The campus looks great. Thank you, Sandy Lovins. I want to thank someone for his wise counsel, Steve Prevost, for the excellence of his office. You wouldn't believe how much his workload and the whole team of attorneys' workload has expanded this year and last year, including a series of new state regulations. And Steve Prevost and his team has done an outstanding job. Our Facebook page now has 60,000 fans, and our news coverage makes USF's website the place to go when you need to know. Thank you, Michael Hode and his news team, for all that you do. The newest member of our team, John Long, is the Chief Operating Officer and Executive Vice President. So now you are the baby bull, the newest baby bull here. John was one of our star alums from USF, and after spending 26 years in the Air Force and achieving rank of colonel, he comes to us from running Andrews Air Force Base. And over the coming year, John will be working with all of you to streamline our operations and maximize our effectiveness. So welcome to you, John. Welcome. Every year, I begin this conversation with another major ranking that the University of South Florida and the USF system have achieved. And every year, there's a new spectacular measure of your accomplishments. I have a fun surprise this year. USF is one of the 50 coolest universities on the planet, as ranked by the Sierra Club. Thank you, Christian Wells. Essentially, the ranking is a comprehensive review of everything a university does to support the environment, from green buildings on its campuses, to course offerings, to research by its faculty. USF achieved this ranking for the first time, even though universities on the West Coast dominate the scores, and no other university in Florida scored in the top 50. So, yeah. The faculty, staff, and especially students know why we scored so high. Our students are among the busiest in the nation, and they are doing many things in keeping them busy with the communities, and they're busy doing things for the environment. They're busy becoming leaders, and they are committed to sustainability as a mission. And in the Sierra Club rankings, I was fascinated by one of the measures. Stanford University did score ahead of us on the overall rank, but on the academic column, Stanford scored below us. That means USF ranked higher in majors and classes in the environment, sustainability, and clean technologies. We scored high on centers and research devoted to sustainability, and perhaps equally important, we scored well on professors who devote their scholarship to sustaining the world we live in. One example is the new Patel School of Global Sustainability, where the first 12 master's students graduated this summer, and they all have internships around the world. So we take great pride in the faculty, students, and staff who have taken on the most critical challenge of the 21st century to ensure a healthy and sustainable world. In conclusion, I hope you will join me in thinking about the power of the unexpected alliances as we plan and build an optimistic future for USF and the USF system. At its core, the USF system is ready to use our partnerships to move ahead. We are dynamic, interactive, engaged. We believe in personalized learning as deeply as we believe in personalized health. And we believe that the explosive growth in our research portfolio means a deep expansion and meaningful opportunities for new relationships. So right now, I'm going to pause because I want you to watch a video, a brand new video that showcases the University of South Florida system. So I will be right back following this video.
The path to knowledge is there if you're prepared to seek it, wherever it is and wherever it takes you. Informed by the lessons of today and inspired by the promise of tomorrow. You don't follow the herd, you are the herd. Prepared to contribute and excel in a world that's rapidly changing. Here at the University of South Florida, this mission is driving what has become one of the nation's leading universities in medical and scientific research, classroom learning, and innovations that are changing the world.
These are the things that define everything we are and everything we do.
Today, USF is a multi-campus system built on local control, giving students more choices than ever.
This university is on the move and moving fast.
Because this is a story about how a small university grew into a regional powerhouse with national reputation and global significance. The story of a university that's pioneering a model for educational excellence and economic empowerment.
And that works for everyone.
Leading advances in the health of people.
To extend and improve the quality of life.
Leading innovation in the marine sciences.
While keeping the world safe from terror.
Leading new breakthroughs from curing malaria.
To protecting our environment when disaster strikes.
Leading with new patents and ideas, transforming the way we live.
By partnering knowledge with the power of the marketplace.
All with a spirit that drives success through the chemistry of teamwork.
Because around here, we pull together and stampede as one.
All through a university system that is contributing billions to the local economy.
And local jobs.
That's the way we roll.
Knowledge. Innovation. Groundbreaking. Life-changing impact. The experience.
This is the University of South Florida.
This is where the bulls run. Well, please celebrate being one of the coolest universities on the planet. Thank you for your attention, and most importantly, thank you for all you do. Thank you.